Foundation fam, welcome to Foundation at Home. We are filming here on our stage at Base Camp, looking at a bunch of empty seats. There's a really good chance that there's people standing right outside our doors this morning who think we're supposed to be gathering because they didn't pay attention. Brooke gets up here every single Sunday and tells y'all the business of what we're about to do. And then I'll follow it up at the end, and some of you are still standing outside of our doors. Either way, Happy New Year to you as you're watching on your phone, walking back to your car. For the rest of you who are actually at your house hosting parties or brunch or lunch or whatever you're doing, sitting in your pajamas, wherever you're at, Happy New Year. Hope your Christmas is also really good. We are pumped to be here with you at Foundation at Home. And they're right, guys.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah,
How about
New Year.
that? Hey, if it's your first time hanging out with us online, simply text the word new to 678-661-6330. And if I said the number too fast, I would imagine it's going to show up in the comments in like 3, 2, right there. There it is. Ta-da. Gotcha. So I'm looking forward to 2025. 2025 is a big number. Think about that. For those of us who were born back in the 1900s, yeah.
Well,
the 2000s have now been around for a quarter freaking century.
Yow.
Yeah, I know. That's tough to think through. That's tough to think through. Anyway, nevertheless, I just turned 41 a few days ago. Brooke, when is your birthday?
I don't know.
It's January 5th, I'm pretty sure, which, when you're watching this, is January 5th. How about that? Happy birthday! Let's go.
now you got to sing.
Now, I will tell you this. She's not turning 41 today, because she's a little
turning
wiser
39.
than I am. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. Hey, but what are you looking forward to this year? Drop some things in the comments. Like, when you're thinking through 2025, these are some things on my list. Like, I cannot wait for this to happen. If you're like me, there's probably a little bit of Braves optimism that's happening in my soul right now. We got a long ways to go with pitchers and catchers report here in just a few weeks, so I'm pumped about that. But I'm also pumped about everything that's happening here at Foundation. What are y'all looking forward to in terms of Foundation world in this 2025 year?
Clint, what I'm looking forward to the most is Art and Science Camp. It happens every summer here with Foundation. We'll host over 200 kids here at Base Camp. It's the last week of June 23rd through the 26th. And you know what? It's for rising first through fifth graders. And it's going to be the highlight of your kids' summer.
That's right. It's like art projects, science experiments to the max. It's tons of fun. If you've never been a part of it, you should check it out for sure. Somebody else.
I'm actually looking forward to two things. Is that allowed?
Breaking the rules.
I mean, hey, you know what?
You do you.
I do believe
Is that
that
okay?
even though it is Brooke's
Oh,
birthday today, that
gosh.
you're still the oldest. So I think you can.
He is.
You have
That's fine.
permission to
And
do
the
I
that.
got
wisest.
two
The
things.
elder.
So at some point this year, the ice cream truck will serve ice cream at its 1,000th event.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
I don't know, obviously, when that's going to be, but I'm hoping that it lines up with my second favorite deal,
Okay.
Which is Pumpkins in the Park. Which turned into Pumpkins in the Field at the high school because it was so big. But it's an incredible time where we share fall with our community.
That's cool. Yeah, Pumpkins in the Park, and we should be hitting our 1,000th ice cream truck event.
Right around
That's
that
cool.
same
That's
time.
almost as many as you are old, right?
Yes.
1,000.
That's a really good two, though. That's for
But
sure.
also-
You used your two very well.
How special would it be for someone to be serving at the 1,000th event? So everyone should also sign up for an ice cream truck event this year, right?
Yeah, but that'd be a lot of people to fit in the truck. So
No, but you have a max.
Somebody else.
So I super love the Good Friday Easter weekend combo. I love being in the community and all things that happen there. And I just think it's a super exciting time at Foundation. So I am looking forward to that.
Cool thing this year, Easter's not connected to spring break, and those are typically my favorite
Praises.
Easters. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? It's
same.
very chaotic around here when spring break and Easter's connected together. This year, for those of you who don't know, that Easter's set by the moon. the moon's in our favor.
Thank you, Moon.
Yeah. Somebody else. Anybody else got one more?
Yeah, I'm really excited for Birthday Sunday. It's a great Sunday where we just get to celebrate the fact that our church is another year old. We're turning 7 this year. Now, that's exciting. I can't hold up
Okay,
5
gotcha.
and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7 this year. I'm excited about it. Since we're not together this week, it's actually a great way to kick off the new year celebrating our birthday together.
And that's next Sunday.
Yes,
This
it
coming
is.
Sunday. Yes. How about that? 7 years old. Well, speaking of new things, new year, new me or something, I don't know. We have a game that we want to play. I don't know if y'all ready for a little game.
I did not prepare.
It's a New
Let's
Year's
go.
themed game. Some of you seem to be decently competitive. The rest of you, not so much. But either way, there's no mercy to be shown, and it is time to bring your A game in this New Year's fantastical little game show. Foundation fam, welcome to our little game called Tradition or Fiction, where I read out loud a few New Year's traditions from around the world, and our staff members have to decide whether or not it is a tradition or fiction. We would encourage you to play along at home. You can put it in the comments. Obviously, we are competitive here, and so loser walks, winner stays. We will see which staff member is the smartest when it comes to tradition or fiction. Who are my first two victors?
Here we are.
Oh, snap. Hold on. Whoa.
I'm ready.
Whoa. Yeah, he is ready. Adam, you feeling froggy?
Yeah, you can call it that.
Okay.
Or ready, whatever you know.
Brooke, how do you feel to be disrespected in front of an enormous audience out there that's watching live where one of your team members just fake handshaked you?
Pretty salty.
Pretty salty.
In student ministry, we play games all the time, and so I feel pretty confident.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, she's upset. You can't touch his button.
I can.
No, that's against the rules. Here we go.
right.
All right, here we go. First question. In Spain, at midnight,
Okay.
they eat, and you can't buzz until I'm done with the question.
Whatever.
In Spain at midnight, they eat 12 grapes for good luck. Oh! Look, I don't know.
I need instant replay.
I don't know. Hit it again. Oh, Adam win. Okay, here we go. Adam, tradition or fiction?
It seems way too oddly specific for me to be tradition, so I'm going to go with fiction, Bob.
You're going with fiction. My name's not Bob, and you are wrong.
Oh,
Get out of
no.
here. That's
Are you
legit.
serious?
That's legit. Yeah.
12 grapes.
Walk, student pastor.
All right.
That's what you get.
It's specific because
That's
it's
right.
tradition.
Uh-huh. That's right.
Take your walk of shame.
That's it. Look at that. You won, and you
I
didn't have
did.
to do nothing. You just had to let him sit in his student ministry stupidity. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
Joke's on
That's
him.
what I'm talking about.
Joke's on him. I was going to say tradition.
Okay. Well, there we go. All right. We need another contestant to face off against the undefeated. Oh, snap. She's
I'm
ready
here.
to go.
I'm ready.
Would you like to shake hands?
No.
I
Oh.
learned my lesson.
Okay.
No.
I got you.
I'm not shaking.
I got
no.
you.
I'll shake somebody's hand.
Okay.
It's not here.
Question number 2. Tradition or fiction?
You're breathing
In
hard.
Denmark,
Nervous?
No, are you nervous? You should be nervous.
You should be.
in
nervous.
Denmark, do you know where Denmark is?
It's on the map somewhere.
It's on the map somewhere. In Denmark,
Somewhere.
they smash plates on neighbors' doors for good luck. Go. Oh, woo-hoo. I think it went to Brooke this time. Tradition or fiction?
Don't get it wrong.
In Denmark, they smash plates on neighbors' doors for good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
Good look.
Is it good look? Is it tradition or fiction?
Don't
I'm
get it
going to
wrong.
say tradition.
She's right. You gone 2 in a row for Brooke Buchanan on her birthday. Let's
Oh,
go.
my God.
How about that?
Happy 39.
Okay.
Come on, JJ.
She's about to lose.
Oh, snap.
JJ, I was
JJ's
so
coming in
nice.
hot. You can't hit her button.
I was so nice.
Oh.
I'll shake your hand then.
Oh.
No, I'm afraid. I have trust issues.
All right.
Yeah.
Just trust issues. Okay. JJ, hopefully you're familiar with how we play this game.
Yeah, I've been paying attention.
Tradition
He's a
or
little
fiction?
old, though.
Okay.
Repeat the instructions.
Okay. Tradition or fiction? In South Korea, they eat seaweed soup for breakfast on New Year's Day. JJ,
Tradition.
unfortunately, you are wrong. 3 in a row. Let's go. How about that?
JJ, you need your walker? Hey, Brady.
Good morning.
Okay, our next
are you?
victim. She's
So good.
3 in a row.
I feel like this is going to be my end of my good luck stroke.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
awful.
We'll see.
I know. It's
We'll
fine.
see. Well, I think people have enjoyed watching you win, so maybe they will also enjoy
You
watching
should
you
lose
lose.
on purpose for my birthday.
No.
We'll see. I don't let my kids win, so
Well,
Not
there you
even
go.
Archer?
Not even Archer.
Not even Archer.
None of them. His
Not
kids. All of
a
them.
one.
I'd love
If
to
you
know.
let your kids win, what kind of kids are you creating? I'm just kidding. That's
Sweet
probably
Weak
shouldn't
ones.
say that.
babies.
We're moving on. We're moving on. We're moving. That's right. Weak ones. Okay, here we go. In Brazil,
Oh, golly.
they jump over 7 waves for the new year for good luck. Brooke Cannon first.
Fiction.
She says fiction.
You think it's fiction because
I don't know.
it's 7, and we're turning 7, and it's
I don't know.
lucky number 7.
I feel like I'm gonna be wrong though.
You're right.
Woo!
You're wrong. Get out of here, birthday girl.
It's wonder what lasted, huh?
We got a new streak going. We
That's
got
right.
a new streak. How y'all doing at home? I'll be honest with you. None of these. I don't think I would have gotten any of these right so far. But Brooke obviously got 3 out of 4 so far. Brady's on a streak. I don't know if you call it a streak. Yeah, 1. Becca, welcome to the
Thank you.
game show. Tradition or fiction? You know the rules.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Here we go. I've just been told by our producers that we're running out of time, and
Okay.
this is going to be the last one.
Last one.
So
Winner
to
takes
make
all.
to make sure that we understand, we're going to triple the points and let this be worth a 4 streak.
Wow.
Just
Okay.
because we got to have a
to.
winner,
Got
and we
to.
don't want this to be meaning nothing. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
that I mean, Brooke Buchanan's still on the hook for she could lose this whole thing, even though mathematically it doesn't make sense. But in our world, it makes sense.
Okay.
Everybody on the same page?
Yep.
Here we
More or
go.
less.
Last question. In Italy,
Italy.
they wear purple underwear for good luck on New Year's Day. Ooh. Hit it again. Oh, Becca. Becca, what you got?
Tradition.
Tradition. She says tradition. What were you going to say?
I've heard things about Europeans and underwear, so I was gonna say fiction, but
I just really like purple. Let's go.
Well, the answer is they wear red, not purple. So it's false. How about that? How about that? What are y'all doing over there? Hold on, what's that? Okay, I've been told by our producers that it's not quite fair. You have lost. You can go ahead and get on out of here. I've been told by our producers that we do need to have a little bell off. That we do need to bring Brooke Buchanan back for one more question. Brooke Buchanan, come redeem yourself.
I shall try.
How about that?
I shall try.
Okay, so you got a streak of 2. She had a streak of 3.
Okay.
So if you can win this one, because evidently the people at home were very upset that we were giving you an opportunity to like max points when it wasn't max points. So you got to beat this. If you beat her this time, we'll have
Okay.
another one,
Okay.
and then we'll have a winner. You know what I'm
All
saying? But if you
There's
lose,
2
it's
more
over.
questions?
There could be. If I need 2
God.
more
At least-
questions, our
least
producers
one.
have endless questions. Okay, they're so smart. They're so good. They're so smart.
All right.
Okay, here we go. So this is to tie her up.
Yep.
Right? Here we
Not
go.
literally.
Not literally, no. Here we go. In Scotland,
Scotland.
Oh, golly.
the first person to enter a home
Oh.
brings a lump of coal. Oh, you just
So
what?
far, I've had really good luck with letting these ladies just answer wrong. So I'm just gonna let
Okay.
it go again.
Oh,
So
snap. Okay.
let's see what you got.
Tradition.
So
See?
Brooke says tradition. What would you have said?
I just got a lump of coal for Christmas, so I would probably
Because
say
you're not
fiction.
nice.
Hey,
Oh.
chill out.
Hey.
Well, it makes sense then because she's right.
Ah.
You're wrong. You have redeemed yourself. How about that?
The winner for my birthday.
How about that? So what do you get?
I don't know. Probably nothing. It's fine.
Buckets of pride, and then all
Oh,
the
yes,
congratulations that are coming in the comments
Yes.
for you right now, because I think all of Foundation fam is so proud of you.
Probably not. It's
Aren't
fine.
you proud of her?
So proud.
Send her birthday money, birthday
Yeah.
everything,
Venmo,
right?
Cash App,
It's
I'm on there.
birthday. You know what I'm saying?
I'm on there.
That's it.
We'll drop
That's
it in the comments, right?
No, probably not.
Oh.
Probably not.
I will.
That's it.
Got you.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us this morning. It's time for us to take a trip from here all the way to Las Vegas, and we're gonna do that pretty quick. We're just gonna snap our fingers, and boom, we will be from this stage here at 6 Paris Street in Base Camp all the way to, well, you know, Las Vegas. What's your name?
Gorgeous.
You're perfect for the camera then. Let's go. Gorgeous and
Camel.
Camel.
Yeah.
All right, deal. How long are you here for?
20 seconds.
20 seconds. Wow. If you had to describe Vegas with one word, what would it be?
Dazzling.
If you could describe Vegas with one word, what would it be?
Entertaining.
Party.
Fun.
Fun.
Amazing, yeah.
Dougie Fresh, Illinois.
Dougie Fresh from Illinois.
Yeah.
Deal. What brought you to Vegas?
I wanted to be a poker dealer.
How's that going for you?
Phenomenally.
Oh, let's go. So you live here?
Yes.
Oh, so not a tourist?
No. Is that what you were looking for?
No, I'm good with either one.
All right, what do you do? What are you here for? Where are you from?
We're doing this video right now. It's gonna go on YouTube.
Okay, but where do you guys live?
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Hot
Georgia.
Hotland.
right.
Georgia.
That's right.
Georgia. Yeah.
That's
Are you
right.
From Cumming?
No, we're not. We're south of Atlanta, coming to be on the north side.
By the way, Cumming spelled
Describe Vegas with one word.
electric.
Electric. I think it's the first one we got for electric.
Because that's a double entendre because of electricity and also the vibrancy of the city.
I like it. When you think about Vegas, what's one word that you would use to describe it?
Paradise.
Paradise. When you think about the entire Vegas experience, if you could describe it in one word, what would it be?
Spectacular. Spectacular, yeah.
If you could describe Vegas with one word, what would it be?
Excessive.
Oh.
Excess. Insane. Too much
smoke. So are you taking a risk while you're here in Vegas?
Of course.
Like huge risk? What's your risk tolerance? Like a little bit, or like, man, I'm putting my mortgage payment. We're gonna see what happens.
Oh, we're running the mortgage.
Okay, gotcha. If you had to describe Vegas with one word, what would it be?
Heartbreaking. I don't know.
Oh no, guys!
We just walked out of Caesars. It was. Oh God, my brain feels like a Caesar salad.
And what brings you to Vegas? I wonder.
Let me think.
So you just got married, like today, just a few minutes ago, or what?
No, this afternoon.
This afternoon.
Yeah.
Where'd you get married?
Special Memory Wedding Chapel.
Did Elvis do it?
No.
This is too much.
A drive-up wedding.
Okay, that sounds cool. What brought you to Vegas?
It's my 10-year wedding anniversary.
Congrats on that. That's cool. That's cool. Where is she? Was that her? She was just here? Okay. Oh, is that her right there? Yeah. She's taking some video. That's cool. Well, congrats on that. Happy 10 years. So what drew you to Vegas? Why did you choose here for 10-year anniversary?
I've been coming here a lot. I'm actually going to relocate my family down in this area.
Okay.
And I'm a basketball coach, so I come here for a lot of the different hoop camps and stuff like that.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's cool. You teach, or you coach middle school, high school, college, or AAU, or
all ages, and I do travel ball back home. But
Okay.
the thing I do to travel with the U.S. is a unified special needs, and it's adults and kids, and it's kind of like a Special Olympics setup. And we just do clinics with the colleges. Like this one was with UNLV, so I did this last month with them. And we just traveled the country and Mexico. And
That's
stuff.
cool, man.
Oh, yeah, it's dope.
That's legit. What are you most looking forward to about your Vegas trip?
Just to win $1 million.
How long are you in Vegas?
Like 2 days.
2 days. What are you here for?
Working.
Working.
Yeah.
No fun.
No.
No fun.
No.
Any chance you're taking any risks here in Vegas? You don't have to tell me the risk. I'm just asking, are you taking some risks?
Yeah. I can ask her that question.
Where do you think I'm from?
I have no idea. Arkansas.
Arkansas?
That's pretty good, actually.
You think my accent's from Arkansas?
I haven't heard you talk enough to know where you're from.
Well,
Bama? Is that what you said? Alabama?
Alabama.
Where am I from?
America.
Is it that obvious?
No, I was just wild guess.
Yes, wild guess. How long are you here in Vegas?
3 nights.
3 nights. No, we gotta go back to the first question. Where are you from?
Australia.
Australia. You're the second person from Australia I've talked to.
Really?
The first person is here for like 2 months. They're here, LA, New York, every other place other than the South. They're not going to where I live in Georgia. Are you familiar with Georgia?
No, I actually have been to Georgia.
Okay. We got a lot of trees there.
Yeah, there's apes trees.
Yes. Yeah, apes and trees.
So many trees.
That's it. What's the reason that you're here in Vegas?
We just want to go to the
Okay. The strippers.
We just want boobs in our faces.
Okay. It wasn't what I was expecting. But any chance you won't find what you're looking for while you're here?
Well, can you find boobs?
I don't know. Can you?
Okay, no, I won't find what I'm looking for here. What do you got to offer?
I got nothing. I'm just seeing what you have. That's it.
Well, I also have nothing to offer.
Okay. How many more days you got here?
3.
3. All right. Well, good luck.
Is that it?
That's it. I told you they were easy questions.
I thought you were going to give me a prize.
A prize?
What?
You need to get it.
Do you know who I am?
I have no idea.
Oh, wow.
Here in Vegas, what are you most looking forward to?
What we are most looking for is entertainment. And it's so amazing for us, when you come to Vegas. During the day, it's something, and during the night, it's something else.
Yeah, it is.
And the big point of the Americans is you have the sense of the show, of the entertainment.
Yeah.
And
So,
you are great entertainers.
Viva Las Vegas. I don't know if that means, does it mean I live in Las Vegas? I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I live in Las Vegas.
Okay, how long you been here?
I've been here 12 years.
12 years, that's a dozen. How about them apples?
Yeah.
What's the one thing you're always looking for when you come to Vegas?
It's looking to win.
Looking to win. What brought you to Vegas?
Date night with the wife.
All the way from Canada?
Yeah.
Let's go. Okay. You're special. He loves you a lot. You should keep him, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
How long have you been married?
Almost 13 years.
13 years. Congrats on that. Where you from?
Detroit.
Detroit in the house.
Yeah.
8 Mile?
7.
7.
Yeah.
Okay. How about that? Let's go. Let's go. What brings you to Vegas?
To hang out and take a nap.
A nap.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're escaping a little bit. You were relaxing. What you getting away from back at home?
Work.
What you do?
I work in the factory.
That's pretty cool, man. That's legit.
We make parts.
Look for what?
Every car in the world, flex pipes.
Let's go.
Yeah.
A legit Detroit auto man.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Right here in the heart of, or you live somewhere out? I don't even know what's outside of Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
Lives on the strip. That's not a real thing.
Okay, so how far away are you?
I'm by UNLV, so that's pretty.
Okay, cool. I actually have no idea where UNLV is relative to where we are. I know where the airport is, and that's about it. Okay. When you go to Vegas, do you ever take a risk?
You gotta risk it.
Do you have a
You
high?
gotta risk it for the biscuit.
I love biscuits, jelly biscuits in particular. Do you?
What kind of jelly?
Grape and strawberry.
Strawberry.
Yeah.
Do you do anything about preserves? Do you care?
I'll take some preserves.
Yeah, I love preserves.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing, but yeah. Somebody else was saying something about honey butter too. If you ever.
I'm not a honey butter fan.
Yeah, cut this.
That's it. All right, last question. Any chance you can't find what you're looking for in Vegas?
No. Oh, unless what you're looking for is literally not in Vegas. Yeah, you're looking for New York.
What brought you to Vegas?
It's my 25th birthday.
Happy birthday.
Today.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. That's all I got. Okay, cool. Well, thank you very much. So 25th birthday, how long are you here?
6 days. We're almost done though.
Okay, so you're leaving like tomorrow, next day?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. What's the number one thing you wanted to accomplish while you were here?
I just wanted to see all that, all that comes with Vegas.
Okay.
I want to see the Excelsior. That's where my mother stayed when she got married.
Okay, that's cool. Cool. What's your main objective here in Vegas during your time?
Just have a good time. We're here for a work conference, so.
Okay, what kind of work you do?
I work at pre-K.
At a pre-K?
Yep, we're doing child development, conscious discipline.
Wow. Let's go. That's over my pay grade. That's it. So here for a pre-K conference, or a child development conference, here in Vegas. Other than the work side of things, what's the one thing you're hoping to get out of your time in Vegas?
Just a good time with my friends. They're inside.
Any chance you don't find what you're looking for while you're here in Vegas?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't think so. I think you can find mostly everything. I mean, this is my 5th time here in Vegas, and I feel fine. I've found everything that I need.
Any chance you won't find what you're looking for while you're here in Vegas?
No.
No, there's everything that we want here. I mean, there's a good chance the house wins a lot.
No, you'll always find what you're looking for.
I'm gonna find what I'm looking for.
Is there any chance you won't find what you're looking for while you're here in Vegas?
You won't find a long-term man.
Okay, is that what you're looking for?
No.
Okay.
Zero chance I won't find it.
No.
No, we already found everything we looked for.
I don't think you can never not find what you're looking for if you truly want to find it.
Is there any chance you don't find what you're looking for?
No.
No, I don't think so.
Oh no, they got everything.
If you can't find it here, I guess you're
Everybody comes to Las Vegas knowing what they're looking for. The question is, even if they find it, would they actually be satisfied? There's a moment like this in the life of Jesus. It's an incredibly rare conversation. It's the single longest conversation recorded between Jesus and anyone else in the entirety of the Bible. It's not only rare because of that, it's rare because of who it takes place with. Let me set it up though first. Jesus is traveling from one place to another, and on his way, he stops in a city that normally a Jewish man would not stop in. It's a city that's lived in, occupied by a group of people called the Samaritans. And in the first century, and honestly beyond the first century, the Jews and the Samaritans, they didn't get along. There was a lot of religious tension, there was a lot of racial tension, there was just tension all the way around. When they saw each other in public, it was not a good thing. But Jesus makes a very on-purpose decision as he's traveling to go through the city. There were options to go around the city, to avoid the Samaritans altogether, but he went right to the heart of it. And Jesus is about a half a mile outside of the Samaritan city, and there's a well, and he comes to it and he stops for a moment. And while he's sitting there, this woman from the village nearby, this Samaritan woman, she has to come and get water. It's middle of the day, the sun is high in the sky, and she's coming in the heat of the day to get water from this well. And as she approaches, undoubtedly she sees Jesus, and there's this awkward moment of, are we going to speak? Are we going to pretend that we don't exist? And Jesus takes the initiative and says, will you get me a drink? Now, this blows the woman away. She's shocked, like, what? Are you kidding me? Like, is this guy talking to me? And in fact, the Bible tells us, it says this in John 4:9, the Samaritan woman said to him, you are a Jew and I'm a Samaritan woman. How can you ask me for a drink? Complete shock is an understatement. She's already sized Jesus up. I don't know if it's because of the way he looked, the complexion of his skin, the way he talked. She knew he was a Jew. And obviously she knew exactly who she was, which was a Samaritan woman. The two of these people should not be having a conversation with one another. Number one, Jews didn't talk to Samaritans, that's fine. Number two, Jews would not eat or drink anything a Samaritan handed them. And the third thing is, just in Jewish culture altogether, men didn't have conversations with women in public. And so her response, she's like, I don't think you understand what's happening here. And Jesus, though, looks at her and is like, let me be honest with you. If you actually knew who I was, you would have asked me for a drink of water. I know you think you know me, but if you actually knew me, you'd ask me for a drink of water. And I would have given you living water. Jesus is trying to let her know, I'm probably not who you think I am. There might be something more to me than meets the eye. The truth is, Jesus is trying to tell her, I know you think you know what you're looking for, but I don't actually know if you do know what you're really looking for. The woman has a smart response though. when Jesus says, hey, you would have asked me, I would have given you living water. And she says, look, dude, I don't know if you know how a well works. Maybe it's because you're a man and you don't go to the well that often to get water. You got to have something to put in the well to get the water out. So it's nice that you think that you could give me this living water, but the well is too deep here. You can't just reach in with your hands, what she's saying. You can't just reach in with your hand and pull up some water. You got nothing to get it with. How are you going to have access to any kind of water, whether you want to call it living or not? You know, Jesus has a decision to make. Does he really get into it with her? Does he really tell her about her, or does she just like let Samaritans play Samaritan games? Well, he decides, I'm here, I'm all in. He tells her, no, this living water, the thing is, it's not coming from this well. The living water I've got, once you drink of it, you'll never be thirsty again. The people that drink out of this well, that's drawing water with their buckets and their ropes, yeah, they're just gonna come back over and over and over again. But I got something different than that. All of a sudden, the woman starts processing and she's like, hold on, you're saying you have access to a kind of water that if I were to drink it, I'd never be thirsty again? Her mind's racing. She's like, so I wouldn't have to come to this well in the middle of the day anymore? She's like, I like that. Now, we don't know why she's there in the middle of the day. Typically in the first century, getting water from a well was a very social moment. And all of a sudden, she's there by herself in the middle of the day. This would have typically taken place early in the morning as the day got started. Now, maybe she ran out, or maybe she's feeling some tension with the other ladies, like, I'm gonna go when they're not there. We don't know. All we do know is that she's interested in this water that once you drink it, you never have to come to the well again. So she says she's in. She's like, I want some of that. So Jesus just responds to her in John 4:16. He says, okay, go call your husband, come back. Now, this is where she has a choice to make. Does she tell him the truth? Does she make it up? She's honest with him. She's like, well, actually, I have no husband. And this is where Jesus steps right into her personal life. He looks at her and says, I know. I know. In fact, you've had 5 husbands. And the guy that you're with now, he's not your husband. Now, what I don't know, what we don't know, is why she's had 5 husbands. Was she widowed 5 times? Did she get divorced? Was it a mixture of both? All we do know is that anyone who walks through 5 marriages, there's a lot of hurt there. There are some pretty large burdens that she's been carrying around, these boulders that undoubtedly have been weighing her down. So she has the decision to make. What do I do with a guy who just out of nowhere starts telling all of my personal business right here at the watering hole for our city? She does what you and I would probably do. She changes the subject. And in fact, she goes to one of the topics that you're not supposed to talk about in public, right? Religion. And she starts bringing up some things that sit in tension between the Jews and the Samaritans. And she starts going back, this is how we worship, this is what you think. And so she's taking something that's, hey, you just got really personal with me. I don't know if I want to talk about that. Let's go back to not just, this isn't about me, this is about your people and my people. And she's going back and forth, and eventually Jesus stops her and is like, yeah, look, I'm here to tell you that God isn't actually interested in all of those things you're talking about. What God is really after isn't an argument about which mountain is holier, isn't an argument about the religious traditions between the Jews and the Samaritans. God is actually about something much more intimate in terms of a personal relationship with us and the way that we see Him and understand Him. You know, the lady finally gets to a place where she's like, okay, look, it feels like a closing statement almost, where she's trying to wrap this up. And she's just like, you know what? At some point, the Messiah will come and He'll explain all these things. It's almost like she's just saying, hey, all right, I'm done. I'm done. You're right. That's fine. At some point, the Messiah is going to show up. He's going to clear this up. It feels like she's saying, it's been nice talking to you. At some point in the future, we'll figure it out. We're going to agree to disagree. But Jesus stops her and says, that guy she just talked about, that Messiah, that's me. I'm the guy you've been looking for. From there, she leaves her water jar and she runs back into the city. And she goes and she begins to tell everyone. But here's the interesting thing. This is what she says when she gets to the people of the city. She says, come and see a man who told me everything I ever did. Listen to what I just said. She goes into the town and she tells them, come see a man who told me everything I ever did. That's wild to me. That's an enormous risk. What if the people come out from the town and they come to see Jesus and he begins to tell all of them all the things that she's ever done? It's wild. This is the most important part of the story. Why would she be so excited to introduce her city, her community, to a man who could tell her everything she's ever done? This isn't like a trophy wall of these are the list of her accomplishments. No, remember what Jesus was saying? I know about your husband issue. I know about the guy you're with now that's not your husband. She's saying, hey, he's told me all my secrets. He knows all of them, and I want y'all to know him. Why would she do that? John 4:39 gives us this incredible description of what happens after she shares this truth with her city. It says, many of the Samaritans from the town believed in him because of the woman's testimony. And this is what it says, quote, he told me everything I ever did. How would you respond to a conversation with Jesus where he told you everything you ever did? Are you thinking that you would hear that and say, I can't wait to share you with all of my friends? I can't wait to introduce all of my friends to you? That's what her response was. Maybe there's something there that we're missing that we can learn, that we can pick up on. Or maybe you hear this and you're like, no, my anxiety level is already rising. My heart rate is up, right? I'm a little nervous. I don't know if I can have a conversation with Jesus about all the things I've ever done. Well, I tell you, from my personal experience, and the more I've gotten to know Jesus by studying his life story, I think the conversation might actually go a bit better than you think. I think there's something too that we can learn from the reaction of the woman that gives us some insight into the character and the desires of Jesus when he has this type of conversation with someone. I think that might be what we're looking for in 2025. What do you think? It's January. Any chance any of you know where we get the name January from? Quick trivia, ask your friends, see who gets it right. You can put their name or put the answer in the comments. I'm gonna give you like 5 seconds. Okay, we don't have 5 seconds. It's from the Roman god Janus. Did anybody of you say Janus? You give yourself a pat on the back, extra piece of bacon, you do you. That's where it came from, the Roman god Janus. Janus is the god of new beginnings, transitions, open doors, so it fits for January, right? In 45 BC, Emperor Julius Caesar had an opportunity to align the calendar for the year with the solar calendar. It's where we get the Julian calendar from. And when he did that, he had the opportunity to move New Year's Day, or the start of a new year, to wherever he wanted. And so naturally, to honor the Roman god Janus, he put it on January 1st. It made sense, right? A new year, the Roman god of transitions and new beginnings and open doors, and so that's where it was. And that's where New Year's Day stayed until the fall of the Roman Empire, about 400 or so years later. Now, when the Roman Empire fell, New Year's Day went all over the place, depending on what culture you're in and what your religious beliefs were about the sun and the moon and seasons and all those things. And so during the Middle Ages, it stayed just scattered depending on where you lived in the world. However, in 1583, Pope Gregory XIII had an opportunity to kind of move New Year's Day universally for everyone. It's where we get what we know today as the Gregorian calendar, which is the same calendar used worldwide. And it's in that 1583 that he moved New Year's Day back to January 1st. I share that with you to let you know we've only been celebrating New Year's Day on January 1st for 443 years. That's it. And the reason that's important is because our community, our culture, we believe that when January 1st happens, something magic happens. Like all of a sudden when the calendar changes, we can get rid of the year behind us. That's our mindset. When we have those really difficult years and the calendar rolls over, like, man, fresh start. Roman god Janus, the god of new beginnings, open doors, transitions. We feel good about it, right? That's what we're thinking. But January 1st isn't magic. Only 443 years of history with January 1st. It's not magic. The change of a calendar doesn't change anything. January 1st might as well be January 5th, or July 5th, or September 5th, or December 5th. The calendar days don't matter. The change in a calendar won't change anything about your past or what you've been through or those huge burdens or boulders you've been carrying through your life. It does nothing with them. However, I do think a conversation with Jesus can do something with them. And I don't mean just any conversation. I mean a conversation like the woman at the well in Samaria had with Jesus. You remember the conversation where Jesus told her everything she had ever done? And her reaction was, this is incredible. I want to tell my entire city about what he just told me, which again, to you and I, is just wild to think about. Instead of anxiety and fear, she's excited and elated to share, which gives us some really great insight into how that conversation actually went. That again, we shouldn't be filled with anxiety and fear, that we should maybe even look forward to it. Because it seems like Jesus can take those burdens, those boulders we're dragging through our life, and he can do something significant with them. Not get rid of them, but turn them into something beautiful. I'm here in the Mojave Desert, about 30 miles outside of the city of Las Vegas, at an art installation by Swiss artist Ugo Rondinoni. It's called the 7 Magic Mountains. It's composed of 33 enormous boulders. Each one weighs between 40 and 55,000 pounds. And he brought them to this specific spot, stacked them on top of each other, and then painted them with a really special fluorescent paint called day glow. He takes 2 different art forms. Land art, which is typically taking elements from your surroundings and creating something special out of it that blends back into the surroundings. And then he takes pop art, which is those vibrant colors, and he puts them together into what you see behind me. When I started to look at the 7 Magic Mountains online, this conversation I've been telling you about is what came to mind. You see, these stones were just enormous boulders spread out through a desert. They were immovable. I mean, honestly, it didn't matter who you were. There was nothing you could do with them. They were just there. They were constant reminders of something that it used to be, broken off of something. They were pieces just laying everywhere. But then an artist came in and said, you know what? We can give this new life. We can bring purpose to these enormous boulders. Like the boulders, the burdens you and I carry around in our everyday life. You see, that conversation that Jesus had with that woman there at the well, he was an artist that was working with her burdens. She saw them as just these random moments in her life that were just enormous, immovable objects that she couldn't carry with her, but man, she felt the weight of them. But that's why she was so excited to go tell her friends, because when Jesus approached that line that said over and over again, he told me everything I ever did, the reason that he told her everything she ever did was not to make her feel worse about the weight she was carrying around, but it was to do something with the boulders in her life. You see, Jesus showed up in her life, acknowledged that brokenness, and then gave that brokenness a purpose. He put some day glow on it. He painted it with incredible colors because all of a sudden what she was looking for was simply water. What she got a little bit of a taste of was living water, that if she drank it, she would never be thirsty again. And then ultimately that led her to discovering the guy she was talking to wasn't just a Jew that didn't like Samaritans and that she didn't like because he was just a Jew. No, he was actually the Messiah, the only person that could be so bold as to take her burdens and do something beautiful with them. You see, when he mentions, yeah, you've had 5 husbands and the guy you're with now is not your husband, that again wasn't out of shame. That was out of, let me show you what I can do with that. I can forgive you of any wrongdoing, not just there, but at any part of your life. I have grace that covers those moments that we're ashamed of and that we wish we could turn over in a calendar year gone by. He says, no, I'm showing up for you. And we can't erase the past. We can't forget about the past, but I can do something with your past. I can give your brokenness a purpose. And what was the purpose for this particular woman's past? Well, we see it in the very end of the story that John gives us. She tells everyone and she leverages that vulnerability that says, this guy knows everything about me, but he's still my Savior. And they come running just out of curiosity. But this is the way the Gospel of John ends that story. In John 4, it says, they said to the woman, no longer do we believe because of what you told us. We have now heard it for ourselves. This faith now belongs to us. What an incredible moment for that woman to carry around so many enormous burdens for so long, thinking they were useless, thinking the only thing that she got from them was she goes to the well by herself because maybe she wants to avoid the conversations. To now all of a sudden, they are painted with something so beautiful that it leads other people to discovering Jesus. After all, that's what they say. Because of you sharing your story, we found the Savior of the world. I think Jesus offers you the very same thing. I don't know what your burdens are. I don't know what your past is. I don't know what you're carrying around. I don't know what kind of bland, barren desert you are trying to pull these boulders through. My encouragement with you today would be that as you look at 2025, that you would say, I need to have that conversation with Jesus. I need to have that intimate, personal conversation with Jesus where he acknowledges, I know everything you've ever done, but I'm not here just to enforce the desert feeling. I'm here to do something brand new in the midst of that desert. I'm here to give your brokenness a purpose. And when we find that purpose, even though it wasn't what we were looking for, we will be satisfied. When you think of wishing someone a happy new year over the next few weeks, I hope that's part of your prayer for them. That a happy new year would involve a real conversation with Jesus and him bringing a purpose to brokenness. Happy New Year, Foundation fam. Thanks so much for hanging out with us here at Foundation at Home. We are pumped that you tuned in, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube, but we're even more pumped for next Sunday because we get back together in person for Birthday Sunday. We are turning 7 years old. Hold on to those balloons. Come on. We're pumped about that. There's going to be some special things happening on campus for Birthday Sunday. Maybe even some special ice cream.
Yeah, maybe.
How about that? So all kind of things are planned for this coming Sunday. We think this year has a lot of potential. And regardless of where you're at, whatever season you are sitting in, we believe that there's something special for you in this coming year, especially when you make Jesus a part of it. If you're brand new with us, last little thing, text NEW, just the word NEW, N-E-W, to 678-661-6330, and we got something special just for you. Church, as always, whether it's year 1, year 3, year 5, year 6, and for sure year 7, we are on a mission to create a You Belong Here movement where people are the destination and Jesus is in the lead. God bless, and we'll see you next week for Birthday Sunday. Pow!